Ready? Play.
Conferência de imprensa com Alex Eala depois da segunda ronda deste Alex Open 125. Alex, tough one up there, of course. Thoughts on the match, please?
I think she played very well. I think it was a good match, tight one for sure, and she performed better in the tight moments, and I know what I have to improve for the next tournament. Yeah.
What do you have to improve?
Well, I think a bit of the movement. It's my first tournament on clay. Being demanding with the quality on each shot, and yeah, just take it step by step. I don't think I'm not super down after the match. I competed well. I competed to the best of my ability, and yeah, it was a good match. Yeah.
A lot of people came to support you, even on that very small courts. Are you still surprised with all those people wanting to see you play? Probably most of them for the first time. How happy are you with the sport?
No, I'm super happy. It's tough conditions to watch here. Cold, windy, a lot of the times raining, and I guess that also affects the conditions of the court for the tennis. So for them to still be here and to support me despite that, it means a lot. Yeah.
Do you think the conditions maybe didn't help you today, or it didn't really matter?
Maybe the balls were a bit heavier. I think the weather definitely affects clay courts more in terms of changes of condition than other surfaces. I can't say for sure that in the end it's the same. If the court's wet, the court's heavy. The court's heavy for her, the court's heavy for me. So maybe some certain aspects are advantages to certain game styles, but that's not for me to say. I can't say that it was a disadvantage or whatever. It's just how the court was today. Yeah.
Mentally speaking, how tough was it to go from the central court in Miami to the small court 17 or 18?
I mean,
was it easy for you?
Yeah, it was easy. In the end, I don't really care which court I play. I have to. This is the job. I don't expect now that I'm going to be in center court all the time. Yeah, you can't. You can't expect that. It's not a problem for me to be whichever court. Yeah.
Yeah. Now Madrid and Rome coming. You played Madrid a couple of times. How excited are you to play those two big events like Legend in the top 100? That's where you are at the moment, and how excited are you for that?
Super excited. It's Madrid. I always love going back there, and Rome will be my first time. So much to look forward to. I think, my goals for this clay season, especially after Miami, is just to do better than last year. To improve my game on clay. It's quite a short period of time compared to hard. So yeah, just to feel myself do better and feel myself keeping the level. Yeah.
What is it about clay, do you think, for you and your game that makes it maybe a little bit more tricky than hardcourt, for example?
Well, I grew up on hardcourt, so it comes more natural to me, and maybe my game is a bit more suited to there, how to move, but not to say that it should change on clay. I don't think it's in the end it's a court, so of course maybe the bounce is higher, it's affected by the weather, but you can't make it such a big deal. It's nothing to change my whole game over, so I believe that I can do just as well on clay as I can on hard. Yeah.
Just coming back to the match today, I mean, 1 or 2 points either way, and we could be looking at a third set, who knows. And there's one big point in the tie break, I think at 2-4 maybe, or 3-2, and I know you had the line checked. From where I was standing, it was difficult to tell, but you were pretty, keen to the umpire come and have a look?
Yeah, there was. Yeah, I think I'm trying to recall that point, but there were a lot of close. And I think that's the advantage of clay is that you have the mark, and in the end, if it's really that close, then it's the decision of the umpire. You know, I saw what I saw, and but in the end, she makes the final call. So nothing to say about that. Yeah.
Of course, it was not easy the week as well because of the weather. But did you enjoy your staying in Lisbon? Are you coming back?
Of course, tough loss today, of course, but I think there's a lot of positives to take away. I had fun with the matches that I played, competing, and of course the club is super nice. Yeah, I think organized pretty good. I mean, you had to adapt a lot with the weather, so that's not in our control. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.
Ready. Play.
And if you're wondering what this little thing is, well, let me tell you now, whether it be tea, coffee, or merely water, it tastes so much better from a talking tennis mug.
Ready. Play.
Two rising stars clash in Wuhan, with Alex Eala facing the Japanese Moyuka Uchijima in a highly anticipated WTA showdown. Can Eala continue her breakout run in 2025, or will Uchijima's consistency and tour experience prove too much? Let's preview this exciting match at the WTA Wuhan Open, so let's go! Let's look at the basics for this event. Of course, this is a qualifier in Wuhan, so it's going to be on hard courts, which may well favor aggressive baseline play. Both players are hungry for ranking points as the season heats up. At just 20 years old, Alex Eala is the pride of Philippine tennis, already a WTA 125 champion, winning the tournament in Guadalajara recently. She's proved that she's a winner already at the tender age of 20. Her strengths include aggressive baseline shots, a fearless mentality, and a rapidly improving serve. Is it improving enough? We will find out. The weaknesses, though, experiencing closing out tight matches and occasionally that second serve, as well as still adapting, of course, against top 50 opponents. The momentum coming into Wuhan is with Alex, though, with growing confidence after recent strong results. How she bears up physically, though, may end up dictating the result of this match. As for Moyuka Uchijima, she's Japan's rising star and is known for her consistency in court coverage. She's a strong baseline defender with solid counter-punching ability. She may also have the experience edge over Alex Eala as well. The key to a victory for her would be absorbing Eala's pace and extending the rallies. These two players have never played each other before, so there will be an element of novelty to this encounter. A contrast in styles. Eala is an explosive shot maker who thrives on dictating play. Uchijima, of course, as I've already mentioned, is a counterpuncher. She thrives on consistency and turning defense into attack where possible. The key questions are, can Eala, of course, stay patient against that aforementioned defense? Will Uchijima's slight experience edge neutralize Eala's fearless approach? Keys to victory for Eala: serve with variety to open up points, stay aggressive but avoid overhitting, and use the crowd if the energy comes her way. For Uchijima, extend rallies and force errors, target Eala's second serve in particular, and stay calm under pressure points. As for prediction, well, this match is all about contrasting styles, power versus patience. If Alex Eala finds her rhythm early, she could ride her momentum towards another big win. But if Uchijima drags her into the long rallies, the Japanese 24-year-old might just edge it. Either way, expect a fascinating battle in Wuhan, and I ultimately am just going to go towards Uchijima. I just saw some signs of fatigue during that tournament recently that Eala had at the WTA 125. And of course, it'll be a little over 24 hours since the end of her encounter with Victoria Golubic that she lost in 3 sets. Who do you think will win, Eala or Uchijima? Drop your predictions in the comments below, and don't forget to give us a follow on TikTok, Talking Tennis, and Instagram at Talking Tennis TT. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.
My name is Clara Towson, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
I am Francisca George, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Susan Leemans, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom. Yeah.
My name is Zainab Sammaz, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hey guys, my name is Sasha Vickery, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hi, my name is Lloyd Harris, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Jan Faria, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Yes.
Take one. Well done.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Paulini, and I'm a friend of the show.
Wow, Jasmine, you got it in one time.
Ready? Play.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time it is in the world, wherever you are tuning in from. We are here to cover the Wuhan Open qualifier between Alex Eala and Moyuka Uchijima. This is going to be a very tough match, I think, for Alex, and it'll be a tight affair. Uchijima's already had some impressive results on the tour, and of course, it is a qualifier, and it is coming up on the heels of Alex Eala's last match, which was just yesterday, just over 24 hours ago, and she's already going to have to fend off a break point. Do let me know where you're tuning in from in the live chat. Just go to the right-hand side of the YouTube screen. You'll see the comments there. You can see some comments already from other tennis fans. Please do write your comments in that chat there and let me know your thoughts, who you're supporting, and where you are tuning in from. Also, get voting in our poll as to who you think is going to win this match. You can also tell me what time in the world it is where you are. Where I am in Western Germany, it is just after 12:30. Eala here fighting to stay in this first game, to hold on to her serve, which is a common theme, of course, for Alex, her serve being one of the weaker parts of her game, and Uchijima has got the break. So first blood for the Japanese. Alex did look pretty tired and fatigued in her most recent encounter, that match with Golubic that you just heard me mention. She lost that in 3 sets, but her previous 2 matches at that tournament were also 3 sets losses. 3 sets as well. So she had a tough week in Suzhou before hop, skipping, and jumping over to Wuhan. Yes, she beat Kava in the first round, 7-5 in the third. Then she had more than almost 3 hours, 20 minutes on court with Greet Minim before winning 7-5 also in the third set, before ultimately going down in a third set tiebreak to Golubic. Now, regarding Uchijima, let's fill you in on her, shall we? Well, she's lost the first point of this game. She's a Japanese professional tennis player. She's 24 years old, has a career high ranking of 47. So that's a little bit higher than Alex Eala's career high, which I think is 56 as it stands. She did achieve that high ranking, by the way, in May this year after a pretty good clay season. Her current ranking, though, is 92. She is 19 wins and 25 losses for the year, and she is a right-hander who comes in at 1 meter and 74 in height. Though she goes under the Japanese flag, she was actually born in Malaysia. Let me get the Eala score back up for you on the screen. Some good news for her is that she is love 30 on the Uchijima serve. So a chance for Alex to immediately strike back. $15.30 now on the Uchijima serve. Do hit that like button, by the way. And if you are new to the channel, please do hit subscribe. Excuse me. She has a break point here, does Alex, to get the match back on serve. I'll just see how this point goes before addressing your question that I can see in the live chat. Deuce, Uchijima saves the break point. So I'm going to come to this question. Is Eala's peak beating Iga, or is that more of an anomaly? Let me just try and understand the question. I think probably for her year, I would still put the Clara Towson win at the US Open as a higher moment in her year. I think you could also argue the WTA 125 title, bearing in mind she didn't obviously go on and win Miami after beating Iga. It's up there, though. Those are the three, I think, standout moments for Alex in this breakout year. I mean, the run in general, I mean, maybe there's a case, maybe a strong case for saying that's her highest point this year thus far. Uchijima, by the way, has a game point. By the way, Amanda Anisimova, what a dominant win she had over Coco Gauff earlier on today. 2-1, I think it was. It was either 1-2 or 2-1. 1-2, 6-1, 6-2. Coco just seems to be post-French Open in a little bit of a rut at the moment. I mean, maybe semi-finals in Beijing is a bit harsh in terms of me saying it's a rut, but she is now, by the way, Alex Eala, at a career high of 54. That's 54 in the live rankings. Uchijima held for 2-love, by the way. So it's 54 in the live rankings. In other words, if you check the WTA website right now, I think she'd still have a career high 56. But as of tomorrow, I think she'll be at 54. Eala is actually seeded for this these qualifiers, so it's a bit of an unfortunate first round draw, bearing in mind Uchijima's at 92 in the world. Eala seeded number 5. Eala now at 30-15. So she was love 15 down, but she tries to get on the board with her first game. Excuse me. 40-15, so 2 game points here for Alex Eala. Andrei Rublev going out today in 3 sets to Nishioka. That, of course, is in Shanghai. Tsitsipas, by the way, breaking news, has withdrawn with a leg injury from Shanghai, so he won't be taking the court today to play Nuno Borges. His place instead goes to Alexander Vukic. And Alex Eala has held for 1-2, and we will take a quick break. Thanks for tuning into this watch along. While there's a break in play, here's a reminder to hit the like button, subscribe, and click that notification bell. Your support helps to keep the channel going. While we're here, you can now become a member to enjoy perks, including badges for the live chat, but also bonus material, such as interviews with top players from both ATP and WTA tours. The membership link is pinned in the live chat. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So whether it be serves or volleys, forehands or backhands, serve bots or drop shots, we've got you covered, whether that be via our website, talking-tennis.com, where you can read features and interviews from our top writers. Or if you prefer us in audio form, you can subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Amazon, or Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts from. Remember, we offer you wall-to-wall coverage via our regular watch-alongs, magazine shows such as Nick's WTA Weekly or Damien and Mario's ATP version. Plus, we deliver top content from people on the ground, actually at the tournaments, so you get even nearer to the action. So, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on all things tennis. Thanks for tuning into this watch along. While there's a break in play, here's a reminder to hit the like button, subscribe, and click that notification bell. Your support helps to keep the channel going. While we're here, you can now become a member to enjoy perks, including badges for the live chat, but also bonus material, such as interviews with top players from both ATP and WTA tours. The membership link is pinned in the live chat. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So whether it be serves or volleys, forehands or backhands, serve bots or drop shots, we've got you covered, whether that be via our website, talking-tennis.com, where you can read features and interviews from our top writers. Or if you prefer us in audio form, you can subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Amazon or Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts from. Remember, we offer you wall-to-wall coverage via our regular watch-alongs, magazine shows such as Nick's WTA Weekly or Damien and Mario's ATP version. Plus, we deliver top content from people on the ground, actually at the tournaments, so you get even nearer to the action. So, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on all things tennis. All things tennis, and I can tell you that Uchijima has held for 3-1. Backhand cross court there from Eala into the forehand of Uchijima. Uchijima, of course, is a right-hander. She goes a bit big on that right forehand there, but she does lose the point. So it's 15-love for Alex Eala. It's on the Eala serve here. So far, she's not really made much of an impression on the Uchijima serve. Good forehand return there from Uchijima. She's really aggressive on that return. She's going too aggressive there on the forehand, and she does go long. So it's 30-love for Eala. Backhand cross court from Alex is going to land in, but well defended there by Uchijima, and they're back to neutral now as they hit the ball down the center of the court. Eala goes big on the backhand, and that's a wonderful backhand down the line. 40-love. Nice backhand volley there from Eala, and forehand long from Uchijima. So it's 3-2. Just the one break of serve thus far for the Japanese. As they walk to their seats for the changeover. Let's have a quick look at the Twitter sphere to see what's going on. Oh, Katie Bolter is out already in the qualifying for Wuhan. Oh yeah, I saw this earlier. Anisimova was asked to pick some of her matches of the year, and she chose the Eala Swiatek match as one of I don't know if that's a suggestion that she's not a Swiatek fan, or maybe she's an Alex fan. The players are returning to the court, so Uchijima is about to serve. And Uchijima puts the volley away at the net, so it's 15-love. Okay, 15 all. Into the rally here. Forehand Uchijima is pretty big. Good depth though there from Alex. Forehand from Uchijima down to the forehand of both players as they exchange forehands down the line because, of course, Uchijima being a righty. Backhand now down the middle of the court from... Oh, lovely forehand there from Alex. Can she attack this ball at the net and win the point? Yes, she can. 15-30. The first ray of light, I would suggest, on the Uchijima serve has been offered. And now we're going to have 2 break points for Alex Eala. A chance to get this qualifier back on serve in the first set, which has been largely one-way traffic thus far. And she's going to have a second serve to look at. And Eala gets the break. Well, well, well. Three all. So, back on serve. Eala looking pretty fresh thus far. Might be interesting to see how that continues throughout the rest of the match. Goes down the tee here with the serve. Forehand now into the backhand of Uchijima. Drop shot here from Alex, or slice anyway, but that's a lovely redrop from Uchijima. And in fact, Alex Eala even applauds that redrop. Ooh, big forehand return there, Uchijima. Punishing that from Eala, and it's love 30. Punishing that serve. Better than Greet Minnen did, that's for sure. Love 30 here. And it's going to be love 40. So 3 break points for Uchijima, doing so much damage on return. Backhand return from her. Forehand from Eala. It's going to be sprayed wide. And Uchijima is back up a break of serve. 4-3. She leads for the change of ends. We've got Linda Noskova and Jessica Pegula. Ooh, just seeing an ugly forehand there from Linda Noskova. Yeah, Pegula against Noskova is, of course, a semi-final in Beijing. And Noskova goes long, so Pegula holds for 3-love. This is in the second set. Noskova won the first set by 6-3. Over in Wuhan, where both of these players will also be featuring, albeit in the main draw already as qualifiers. They've already qualified, sorry. Due to their ranking, they go straight into the main draw. Uchijima here serving 4-3. This is, of course, the first round of qualifying. There will be a second round tomorrow. So even if Eala does win, or whoever wins this match, they will have to play another match. Love 15. We had back-to-back breaks. Are we going to get a third one in a row? Do hit that like button, by the way. And if you are new to the channel, please do hit subscribe. Forehand here from Uchijima. Forehand from Eala. It's got good depth on it. But Uchijima is dealing with a wonderful angle created there by Eala. But Uchijima once again defending well, and Eala goes long. Good defense there from Uchijima, and we're back at 15 all. Nice forehand return there from Eala, but it's not going to be enough to win the point outright. Uchijima again defending really well. Can Eala hang in there? She can, and Uchijima slices into the net, 15-30. Click the subscribe button, and you'll see that number just below tick over. Tick, 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 tick. So you'll see your difference making in real time. Second serve here for Eala to look at. Ooh, she missed that return. I think she has, yeah. She went big on the return, which is the right thing to do, but she missed Eala. And it's 30 all. Uchijima nets on the first serve, so it's going to be another second serve for Alex Eala to look at. Backhand return is decent, but Uchijima does work really well with that. Eala's actually now on the defense as a result, running all over the court, keeping the depth though on those shots. Now it's though back to neutral, although Uchijima with a wonderful backhand cross court. Eala defending for all she can, but she can't defend that. And it's 40-30. Deuce. Going to have a break point now, though, for Alex Eala here. And it's going to be a second serve, which will delight her. Into the rally here on the forehand of Uchijima. Eala defending well. She's going to have to defend again. She's really stretched for that one. Is it going to land in? Yes. No, it's not. It's going to go just long. Deuce. Okay, some more breaking news. It appears that Arta Fils is into the entry list for the Rolex Paris Masters. And now it's game point for Uchijima. Into the rally here. Eala slices into the net. And Uchijima holds. She had to save a break point along the way. But she does indeed hold. And now Eala will be serving to stay in the first set. Make sure you hit the like button and also vote in our poll as to who you think is going to win between Eala and Uchijima. Eala goes long on that first serve. She was going into the body of Uchijima. Jessica Pegula here seeking a bagel. She's 4-love up and 40-15, so it's going to be 5-love probably shortly. Ooh, Eala wins that point, so 15-love. Close call, we see signs all over the stadium. Uchijima nets this. That's a bit of a gift for Alex Eala. 30-love. Now it's 40-love. Second serve. Backhand return is into the net. So Eala holds for 5-4. We will take a quick break.
Ready. Play.
And if you're wondering what this little thing is, well, let me tell you now, whether it be tea, coffee, or merely water, it tastes so much better from a talking tennis mug. And you know what? They can be yours if you wish to purchase one from our website. We've also got bags and stickers and hoodies and notebooks. Mira Andreeva. T-shirts as well, of course, coming in both black and white. And we've got a classic jumper for you as well, and many, many other things for you to purchase for excellent prices so you can look like some of the coolest people on the tour. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. All things tennis indeed. And if you do hit subscribe, you will have the privilege of seeing that number tick over. Okay, Uchijima here serving for the first set. Goes into the net on the first serve. So Eala's going to have a second serve to look at. And I think we can all guess what Alex is going to do. Thank you for the new subscriber. Backhand return. Eala comes into the net and it's actually put the pressure on Uchijima. And Uchijima can't pass. She nets on the passing attempt. So it's love 15. And it is indeed 5-love in the second set for Pegula against Noskova. Okay, into the rally here at love 15. Oh, wonderful forehand winner there from Alex Eala. Love 30. This next point feels really big. Eala wins it, she'll probably break. Uchijima gets it, and she gives her a good chance, gives herself a good chance of still winning this first set in this game. Oh, wonderful serve there, and Eala can't deal with it. Oh, and no, it didn't land in. No, it did. Yeah, Eala can't deal with it. 15-30. Backhand return into the forehand of Pegula. Forehand Eala. Backhand cross court from Pegula. Forehand from Eala goes into the net and it's 30 all. First serve from Uchijima is into the net. She's not out of the woods yet. So a second serve here. It's an unreturned serve, so Uchijima has a set point. 3 points in a row from love 30 down. It's now 40-30 as she seeks to win this first set in this Wuhan qualifying round 1. Into the body. Decent backhand return, though, from Eala. Still on the backhand of Alex. Oh, what a wonderful backhand winner that is from Uchijima. Eala doesn't look too convinced by it. It was a close call, but I think it did land in. And Uchijima wins the first set by 6 games to 2. We will take a quick break and then we'll be back.
Ready? Play.
Any up-and-coming players we should be looking out for in Asia? Certainly, Eala is one that's obviously, you know, she's got a lot of attention with her runs this year. I mean, what is Ayala's ceiling? I think, you know, she has, you know, top 50 potential, and then perhaps, you know, I think she can be a player that would be seeded, you know, in the slams. So, and perhaps maybe top 20. Who knows? That's maybe her ceiling, I would say. But top 10 is I think, you know, be difficult with, you know, where her serve is. I mean, her serve is obviously a weakness, and it should be better than it is. But of course, that is something that can be worked on. So, you know, perhaps with the right coaching, she can do better, because the rest of her game's pretty good. I mean, she's not got the biggest weapons, but she's quite an aggressive player. She's quite good overall technically, and
Alex Eala has had a good 2025 so far, considering that this is really her first full year on the WTA Tour. She's already achieved a lot of milestones this year, for example, reaching her first WTA final, getting her career high ranking of 56, and also being able to get into the main draws of two slams already, Roland Garros and Wimbledon. So I think in terms of the milestones that she is looking for in her young career, she's ticking off a lot of the check boxes for them. In terms of if we're thinking about her ceiling or what it would look like for her to maximize her full potential, I think it's a bit challenging to say, mainly because we don't know yet how the aspects of her game will develop. For example, like her serve, which has been pinpointed as the biggest weakness of her game, for example. So we don't know how well that will develop throughout like the next couple of years. So depending on that, I think that would be the biggest factor. But we already can see the things that she has in her arsenal. Like, she is a really good worker. She has a really great return. She's very aggressive on return, and she competes very well. Like, she is always in there, always in it for the fight, which all of these things I think will help her in the long run. Maybe I can see her vacillating between top 20, top 30, around that. Probably hard courts will still be where she will find the most success. So very interesting to see how well she'll do in this upcoming North American swing, and especially in the last slam of the year, the US Open.
It's quite difficult to tell at such a young age what Alex Eala's ceiling will be, and we do see some inconsistency from her on the tour right now, but we are seeing some improvements, and we saw even the serve was doing a bit better on the grass. I do think that ultimately hard will always be her best surface, and I think she acknowledges that too. She had a lot of difficulties on the clay. I know she took a set off Iga, but that ended up being the highlight of her clay court season by some margin, with early exits in Rome and also the French Open to follow. But anyway, as for her ceiling, top 20, yeah, that's feasible. But we're going to need to see bigger improvements, especially it's the serve. If she had a Sabalenka serve, she'd be top 10, no doubt.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.
Okay, back, ladies and gentlemen, and Eala is serving. She did have a game point there, but it came and went, and we are now at deuce. And it's going to be a break point for Uchijima, which she takes.
So it is 1-love. Uchijima, the Japanese, now is up a set and a break. Things not looking great for Alex right now. Uchijima just too powerful. Just too powerful. Nevertheless, it is love 15 now on the Uchijima serve as Eala pushed Uchijima far out wide and she couldn't deal with it. She put that backhand into the net. So love 15. Backhand return. Backhand again from Eala is pretty good. Uchijima on the defensive. Now it's Eala on the forehand. Uchijima, though, defending well. Good slice there from Eala. Catching Uchijima out, that one. She can't deal with it, and she nets. So it's love 30. So Uchijima here serving love 30. Remember, she was love 30 down when she was serving for that first set, but then she won 4 points in a row. Backhand return from Eala. Forehand from Uchijima. Backhand from Eala. Decent depth on that ball. Now it's backhand again from Eala. There's a lot of topspin here from Uchijima, but Eala's dealing with it pretty well. Now she's on the backhand side is Alex into the backhand of Uchijima. And has Uchijima gone long? She has. Love 40. 3 break points. Eala did get 1 break of serve on the Uchijima serving that first set. But then Uchijima immediately broke again and ultimately served it out. Nevertheless, we've got love 40 here on the Japanese's serve. Pegula won the second set, by the way, against Noskova. Backhand return from Alex Eala. Forehand from Uchijima. Backhand from Eala. Is that backhand from Eala gone long? It has. So 15-40. Backhand return from Eala goes into the net. So 2 break points have come and gone. And it's 30-40. But Eala gets the break. 1-all. So we're back on serve. Noskova, by the way, things are going bad, from bad to worse for the Czech. She's just been broken at the beginning of the third set, so they will change ends. $15 here for Alex Eala. Things looking a little bit better right now for the Filipina. Things not looking good for Linda Noskova. She has lost 7 of the last 8 games and is now down a break in the third set. Things looking much better now for Alex Eala, who's up 30 love here on her serve. In fact, it's now going to be 40 love for the Filipina. So yeah, Noskova won the first set by 6 games to 3, but Pegula fought back, dominating that second set. Noskova looks a bit lost right now in terms of her confidence. Nevertheless, she wins the first point on the Pegula serve. Eala has held for 2-1. So back-to-back games there. Eala breaking and then holding serve. They are still on serve in this second set, but is that a momentum change that Alex needs? Noskova looks desperately seeking a momentum change in Beijing. Of course, the winner between Pegula and Noskova will be playing Amanda Anisimova in tomorrow's final. After Anisimova dropped just 3 games en route to victory over Coco Gauff today. Noskova has 2 break points to get back on serve. But that's a good serve down the tee there from Pegula. Okay, Uchijima here serving. Love 15. So more good news for Alex Eala. Oh, Noskova netting there, so it's deuce. Uchijima wins the next point, so it's 15-all. Drop shot here from Pegula. No, that's not going to be good enough, and Noskova punishes. So she's going to have another break point. Doesn't look too happy with the way things are going, understandably. But she has a break point to get things back on serve here in this third set. Uchijima here on serve at 30-all. Noskova here staying patient in this rally as they hit the ball down the centre of the court. And she breaks, does Noskova. 1-all after Pegula nets. Okay, they're into the rally here at 30-all between Uchijima and Eala, but Eala on the backhand side nets. So it's a game point for Uchijima at 40-30. For those of you just tuning in, do get in the comments section. Let us know how you feel about these two encounters. And Uchijima does hold for 2-all. And now Eala's going long on the forehand. Yeah. So 2-all. Eala's held her first point on her serve here at 15 love. Noskova 15-30 down on her serve. And Eala there. Wow, 30 love. Ooh, that drop shot from Noskova is not going to work. Maybe when you're struggling for confidence, it's not the time to be trying shots like that. 15-40. Eala, meanwhile, is up 40 love on her serve. Are we going to see a rare game to love for Alex Eala on serve? Good serve down the tee, but Uchijima deals with it. Nice forehand there from Eala. Forehand again from Eala, moving Uchijima around, but Uchijima with a wonderful forehand there down the line. Now she's going to come to the net for a drive volley, Uchijima, and she puts it away. And Noskova has just been broken after she can't punish that short ball. She's looking pretty glum right now. So Pegula once again is up a break in the third set. As for Alex Eala, 40-15 here on her serve into the deuce court. Where's she going to serve? Tries to go out wide, but misses the first serve. So a second serve here for Uchijima to look at. Backhand return is decent, and Eala can't deal with it on the forehand side. She nets 40-30. 2 game points for Alex have come and gone. Forehand return from Uchijima's long. And Alex Eala holds for 3-2. So, Uchijima was up a set and a break, but now they are on serve in this second set, and Eala is leading 3-2. Hi, Ashley. Long time. Hope you're well. From across the pond. Just a hop, skip, and a jump away. Make sure you hit that like button, by the way. If any of you are on TikTok as well, give us a follow there. Talking Tennis. Quite an easy find. Also on Instagram at Talking Tennis TT. And if it's Talking Tennis merchandise that you're looking for, I'm going to share the link now in the live chat. There you go. That's the Talking Tennis merch. Just click on that. Have a shop around. You can see here. T-shirts, mugs, stickers, hoodies, bags, even notebooks. Okay. Noskova Pegula, with Pegula serving at love 15. That is in a deciding set, with Pegula up a break in the early stages of that deciding set. Pegula has won 8 of the last 10 games. As for Eala and Uchijima, they are into a rally here, and Eala is going to go long on the backhand side, so it's 15 love for the Japanese. I didn't know, Matthew. I didn't. And although I got my prediction wrong, because I think I went for Coco in 3, I think the malaise with Coco is probably a little bit deeper than we thought. I think it's a little deeper than we thought. That's not me doom and gloom. She could easily win the WTA finals again, just like she did last year. But it is now a bit of a concern, I would suggest. No title since the French Open. Okay, maybe that's no big deal, but her win-loss record since then is the biggest concern. And to lose in that fashion is, yeah, I mean, of course, it's a real feather in the cap for Anisimova, who has shrugged off that Wimbledon final defeat so well. You can say that, of course, she lost another Grand Slam final since then, but that was a very different match, the one she had against Sabalenka. That could easily have been a 3-setter, by the way, and was super competitive till the last ball, pretty much. Uchijima here, 2-3, 30-15. Hoping to speak to Gavin McMillan in the next few days, by the way. That's the biomechanics coach who was with Sabalenka until a couple of months ago, but is now on the Coco Gauff team. 40-15 here, Uchijima, after Eala errs there. So 2 game points for the Japanese to level things up at 3-all in this second set. Okay, Noskova has another break point here. Has a break point to get it back on serve. She's 2 from 6 on break points. Oh, that return from Noskova. It was almost an outrageous return, but in the end it clips the net and just lands out on the other side of the net. Deuce. She rues her luck. Eala here into the rally with Uchijima. Backhand cross court from Eala. Forehand from Uchijima down the line. Eala tries to defend, and she defends it well with good depth. Now there's a backhand moonball from Eala. That's nice from Alex, but still very much into the rally. Good angle there from Uchijima, and I think Eala's gone long with that shot she has. So Uchijima holds for 3-all. Do hit that like button, everyone, and if you haven't already done so, hit subscribe. And if you hit subscribe, that number down below, you will see tick over. And you'll know that you have made a difference and you can do a little dance. Talking of dancing, is Pegula about to dance her way to a 3-1 lead? She has a game point, albeit a second serve for Noskova to look at. Eala, by the way, 3-all in this second set. She's already been a break down to Uchijima, but she got that break back, and now it's 3-all. Most of this match has been basically Uchijima just outstriking Eala. Against other opponents, Uchijima can be a bit more of a counter-puncher, but I think she's showing at least an equal amount of aggression to Eala today. Matthew, when you say she let her off the hook, you mean intentionally or just carelessly or whatever? And what about forehand Coco plus double faults Coco? Because I think the problem with Coco right now is confidence. Eala hits that forehand into the net and it's 15-all. Noskova here with another break point. She is 2 from 7 in this match thus far. Ooh, Pegula nets 2-all. So it's Pegula's turn to wobble a little bit. Okay, second serve here, Eala Uchijima. That forehand from return from Uchijima is not really going to do much, but that will, though. Uchijima now on the offensive. Oh, although she nets there on the forehand side. It's a little surprising. 15-30. Sorry, 30-15 on the Eala serve. Make sure you join us tomorrow for the WTA Beijing final. That, of course, will be between Amanda Anisimova and one of these two players, either Pegula or Noskova. That'll be live on the channel tomorrow. Eala backhand cross court. Oh, well done, Uchijima. Now Eala's at the net, and Uchijima nets on the backhand side. That was an interesting rally. 40-15. Oh, good return there from Pegula. Taking really the point by control as a result. Love 30 on the Noskova serve. Breaks are plenty in this set. Eala holds to 15. Good hold there for Eala in terms of the fact that it's a crucial hold. 4-3. So over to you, Uchijima. They will now return to their seats. And when they come back on court, Uchijima will be serving at 3-4 in the second set. And Noskova, love 40. So 3 break points for Pegula. Have all 4 service games thus far in this set been breaks? I think so. It's going to be a second serve, by the way, for Pegula to look at as well. So both players struggling on serve. That's a good forehand from Noskova. That's a lovely forehand drive volley from her. 15-40. Hi, Jason, who's just joined us on Instagram. And if you want to also give us a follow on Instagram, do so at Talking Tennis TT. Okay, Eala and Uchijima back on court. Uchijima here in charge of this rally, but then she errs on the forehand down the line. She goes long, so it's love 15. Noskova saved another break point, so she's at 30-40 now, albeit it's going to be a second serve here for Pegula to look at. That's a really good second serve, deuce. Uchijima here, also second serve, love 15. Eala just inside the baseline, as she so often is for second serves. Backhand return from her. Backhand from Eala again into the forehand of Uchijima, which right now is misfiring. And it is love 30. If Alex was to get the break here, she would then be serving for the second set. But love 30. Noskova wins 4 points in a row and has a game point for 3-2, by the way. Good serve out wide from Uchijima. Alex is really going to struggle to stay in this point. Oh, that was unlucky, Alex. She nearly did stay in the point there. Electronic line calling, of course, is in play because that nearly did stay in. Close call, says it. And we have a look at this. Yeah, just out. Pegula saves that game point, so that's deuce. Okay, 15-30. Uchijima. First serve into the net. Good return there from Eala. She's going to come into the net. Can she put the volley away? No, she can't. Can she put this smash away? No, she can't. It was a real stretch on the smash. Brought about, though, by not doing enough on the previous volley. I mean, in the end, it wasn't even a smash. I mean, hindsight and all the rest of it, probably she should have just let it bounce because it was really beyond her reach in terms of comfort. 30 all. Uchijima off the hook there, to use a Matthew de Souza expression. Uchijima here on the attack. Uchijima on the attack. Oh, she's missed the drive volley, I think. Now it's Uchijima letting Eala off the hook. Eala was well down in that rally. Uchijima had a drive volley, not far away from the net, on the forehand side. And again, it's the forehand letting the Japanese down as she goes long. So we're going to have a break point here for Alex Eala. Forehand return from Alex. Shooting it down the middle of the court right now, both players. Good depth there from Eala, but it's equally good from Uchijima, who now slices. But that slice is not good enough, and Alex Eala punishes it, and she breaks for 5-3. Boy, oh boy, Alex Eala again fighting. Talking of fighting, Linda Noskova is held for 3-2. Saved 3 break points in doing so. And she's really arrested the slide. She lost 7 of 8 games and was down an early break in this set. And I think that's the first hold in the third set at 3-2. So it could be significant. Okay, Eala is serving. Uchijima again. That forehand is spray right now. It was firing big style in the first set, but right now it's going left, right, and center and not always in the court. 15-love. Eala 3 points away from winning the second set. Backhand return now. Also into the backhand of Uchijima, but the backhand isn't misfiring. Now it's the forehand, and that was too easy for Uchijima. She couldn't miss that forehand. 15 all. Backhand return is going to be mishit from Uchijima. And it's 30-15, Alex Eala. 2 points away now from sealing this second set. If you have TikTok, open your TikTok app right now and look for Talking Tennis and give us a follow. Backhand cross court from Eala is going to miss, so it's 30 all. Meaning we're either going to have a set point or a break point in this next moment. Slice here from Uchijima. Forehand from Eala is good, but it's not winning the point outright. Eala still on the attack. Eala still on the attack, but Uchijima defending well. Defending very well. Now it's Eala who's going to come into the net, and she doesn't need to worry about it because Uchijima nets, and we've got a set point for Alex Eala. Meanwhile, Pegula is serving at 2-3, 15 all in the deciding set against Noskova in the Beijing semi-final. But back to the Wuhan qualifier between Alex Eala and Moyuka Uchijima. It's Eala serving with a set point here at 40-30 to level things up and force a decider. And she's going to do it because the forehand runaround return from Uchijima is gone wide. 6-3, Eala wins that second set. We are going into a deciding set. And we will take a break. Hey, thanks for taking the time to, well, you haven't got any choice, actually. I'm just talking at you, if you like. But I'm here also to present to you why I think it's not a bad idea and not that expensive as well if you become a member. And this is how you can do it, and this is what you can gain. So if we look here at the Talking Tennis sort of home page, if you like, on YouTube, we can see this little button here which says join. It is also pinned in the live chat as well, and you can also, I think, see it just below most of our videos, certainly the live ones and so on. Now, why is it a good idea to join and become a member? Well, in the live chat, you can add little funny things, you can add emojis and all sorts of things, but possibly more importantly, you can get to access some live videos, such as this one here, where we look back on the last sort of few moments from the Billie Jean King Cup. So there are little bonuses, such as this one, but there are many, many more. And in fact, if we have a quick look at all of the members only stuff, I repeat, you will see very, very quickly some of the top stuff that we've had for members only over the last 12 months since the channel began. Remember, these videos are for members only. You can become a member from as little as about $2 a month, €2 a month, £2 a month, something like that. There are various different things. Oh, and by the way, you'll also be supporting the channel. So it's a win, 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 win scenario. Let me just show you some of the members only stuff. For example, we've got an exclusive little clip there talking to Laura Siegmund, Laura Tsurenko, her encore interview, some doubles footage there from Monastir, the Germany press conference pre-tournament Billie Jean King Cup, Claire Burrell talking as well to the media in her press conference in Monastir, Storm Hunter and Alicia Parks interview, Rebecca Masarova, her press conference, Coco Gauff exclusive for members only, albeit it was in Madrid, but these are just some of the things, some of the interviews and etc. Like Lestien here, a chat with him, Emma Navarro, and so on and so forth. So many little bonus videos available for just €2 a month. So, what are you waiting for? Become a member. Or don't. It's okay. If you become a member as well, there are bonus Alex Eala videos too. So just click that join button from just below the screen. As for this match right now between Eala and Uchijima, it is 30-15 at the beginning of the third set on the Japanese's serve. And a big moment between Pegula and Noskova because Noskova has a break point on the Pegula serve in the third set. Uchijima 40-15, by the way, so 2 game points for the Japanese. Let's see how this Pegula-Noskova point pans out, because it could be crucial in terms of the destiny of this match. Oh, Noskova on the return nets, but it was a really very slow second serve from Pegula. Maybe that caught Linda out, because it was so slow. Anyway, deuce. 40-30 now between Uchijima and Eala. Cool, this is an epic rally between Eala and Uchijima right now. On the forehand of Uchijima, defending here from Alex. Uchijima with a drive volley on the forehand, and it's wild. And that forehand from Uchijima has gone missing. It has just disappeared like Lord Lucan. Pegula and Noskova, by the way, still at deuce. Is that going to be an ace? Yes, it is from Pegula, so she has a game point for 3-all. That Uchijima forehand, whether it be drive volleys or just regular forehands, has gone awry. And that's been good news for Alex Eala. Remember, she was a set and a break down. Pegula's very annoyed with herself right now. In constant dialogue with her team. Okay, Uchijima. Uchijima here with a smash. That should be too easy, and it is. Game point for Moyuka. Game point also for Pegula after an ace down the tee. Okay, Uchijima here to serve. Pegula holds for 3-all. Big hold, that one. Should save some break points en route. Or at least one break point anyway. Game point here for Uchijima. Eala fighting, but she's going to miss that backhand. So Uchijima holds for 1-love. Do hit that like button, people. And if you are new to the channel, hit subscribe. Ooh, Noskova missing that backhand. So it's love 15 on her serve at 3-all. Back-to-back holds in this deciding set. That's not normally a novelty, but the previous 4 games were all breaks of serve, so... It's a nice backhand down the line there from Noskova, 15-all. Okay, Eala here serving, 15-love. Misses the first serve, so second serve here for Uchijima to look at. Noskova 40-15, 2 game points for 4-3. Looking a lot more solid now. Nice forehand there from Eala, but good defending there from Uchijima. Now that forehand is back, 15-all. Attacking that short ball with venom and reaping the rewards. Noskova holds for 4-3. It's a nice backhand there from Eala. Wonderful backhand. Clean as a whistle, that winner. 30-15 for Alex Eala. Forehand from Eala into the backhand of... Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh my goodness me, what a point. Eala will feel as though she should have won it. She did have a good chance when Uchijima was seemingly out of court, but maybe Eala was a bit on the stretch and couldn't find enough racket on the ball. And ultimately, it's 30 all. And it's going to be a break point now for Uchijima. Decisive moment potentially in this match. 30-40. Eala goes out wide. Backhand return. Backhand from Eala. Backhand from Uchijima now. Uchijima again on the backhand. Now it's on the backhand of Eala again. Backhand again, of course, being a lefty. Now she's on the forehand is Alex. Backhand cross court from her. Both players fighting here, really fighting big style. Now she's going to be on the forehand as Eala. Oh, I thought that was going to go out, but it didn't. We're still into the rally. Well over 10 shots here, probably approaching 20 shots this rally. Both of them hitting the ball as hard as they possibly can at times. Now it's Eala going cross court. Has that landed in from Uchijima? No, it's just missed. Deuce. Deuce, deuce, deuce. Okay, Eala serves down the tee. Good spot serve, but ultimately we're into the rally right now. Now it's on the forehand of Eala, into the forehand of Uchijima. It's a forehand winner from her. Now that's the forehand that we saw a lot in the first set. 1-love, advantage Uchijima. So it's a break point for the Japanese once again. Pegula here, 40-love to make it 4-all, 3-game points in the deciding set of the Beijing semi-final. Here in the Wuhan qualifier, though, Eala under pressure at the beginning of the third set as she looks to fend off this break point. She serves into the backhand of Uchijima, which is decent across court. Eala in a spot of bother here, but she's let off the hook by Uchijima. She puts the backhand into the net. Deuce. Woof. Pegula, by the way, goes from 40-30 to, from 40-love to 40-30. She still has 1 game point left, but things looking not quite as comfortable as they were. Okay, into the rally here, and Uchijima goes long, so it's going to be a game point for Alex Eala. Eala down the tee. Chop back from Uchijima as she defends off that serve. That was a good spot serve there from Alex. By the way, Pegula held for 4-all in the end. And Uchijima wins the next point for deuce. Eala really being made to work hard for this. Now she should win this point, though. She does. Advantage Alex Eala. Game point. When Eala does lose in Wuhan, I say when, assuming she doesn't win the title, I think she's going to need to take a break. Maybe have a week off. At least from competitive action. Of course, if she goes out of qualifiers, she will have at least a week until her next tournament. You would imagine. Oh, Eala misses on the backhand side. She's showing some fatigue there, perhaps. Deuce. Meanwhile, Noskova here, 15 all at 4 all, and she hits that forehand into the net. That seemed tight. That forehand from Linda Noskova was tight. 15-30. Good serve down the tee there, but there's another tight forehand from Noskova into the net. It was a good serve down the tee with a good placement, albeit maybe not as much pace as she would have liked. And it's 15-40, 2 break points for Jessica Pegula. The first 4 games of this set were breaks. Then we've had 4 holds. Are we going to get another break? Wonderful serve out wide there from Linda Noskova. Unreturned, 30-40. Meanwhile, we've got a break point for Uchijima in Wuhan. Eala serving down the tee. It's a good first serve by her standards, but we're still into the rally because there's just not enough pace on it. Slice there from Eala. Drop shot, is that from Uchijima? Now it's a volley for Eala. It's another volley for Eala. She's surely going to be passed, and she is. Uchijima breaks, 2-love. Look at Eala there, really struggling physically. Stretch, stretch, stretch. She touched the side of her stomach as well. It's not done yet, but it is a break of serve for Uchijima. Remember, Uchijima had a break at the beginning of the second set that she seeded. Will she seed this one again? Noskova, by the way, saved both those break points and is at deuce. 4-all deuce. Eala at the net, but she's not going to have to deal with that because that's going to go out. So it's love 15 on the Uchijima serve. Double fault from Noskova brings up another break point for Pegula. Richie, high. She's always having a hard time. She always makes life difficult for herself. Richie, if you haven't already done so, can you hit that subscribe button below and you'll see this number tick over. If you haven't already done so. If you have, my apologies. Okay, love 15 here on the Uchijima serve. 15 all now. Uchijima wins the next point. Meanwhile, Pegula here with a break point. She's defending. She can't defend that. Deuce. Good attacking play there from Noskova. Moving Pegula all over the court. Meanwhile, it's 30-15 now for Uchijima. That countdown clock has begun. 21, 20, 19. But Uchijima looks the fresher player right now. Good to know, Richie. Good to know. Hit the like button anyway. Attacking here from Eala. Is she going to put this volley away? No. But it doesn't matter because Uchijima can't deal with it. 30 all. That game when Eala was broken, she had chances to hold, but couldn't take them. Will she end up regretting that? Drop shot there from Pegula is going to be too good, is it? No, but that should be too good. Yes, it is. So she's going to have another break point for 5-4. Okay. Second serve for Eala to look at 30 all. She's stepping inside that baseline as she always does. For most players anyway on tour. And she's going to have a break point. Is Alex Eala to get that break back immediately. It was a decent return of serve that Uchijima couldn't deal with. Breakpoint Jessica Pegula, 4-all. Ace down the tee, deuce. Okay, Eala, can she get the break back here? Forehand. Oh, clipped the net, the tape, and landed back on Alex Eala's side. There was a chance for Eala to attack. She took that chance, or at least tried to take it. She goes for like what would have been probably a forehand win. It clips the tape. And I tell you what, I didn't know if it bounced back on her side or Uchijima's, but it just landed back on Eala's side. So we are at deuce. Good return there from Alex. Now on the backhand is Eala. Uchijima defends. Uchijima defends and defends well. Nice angle here from Alex Eala. Can Uchijima deal with that? Yes, she can. Now we're at neutral again. Eala was very much on top in this rally, but Uchijima's defending. She's the one with the more energy right now. Both players attacking, though, and Eala errs on the forehand side. Advantage Uchijima, and again Eala at the end of that point bows down in tiredness. Noskova, Pegula are at deuce. This is a lengthy game here between Pegula and Noskova at 4-all. It's a huge game in the destiny of this match. Nice serve down the tee there, and Noskova puts the backhand away. She's going to have a game point for 5-4. Meanwhile, a game point for Uchijima as well. Good return there, though, from Eala, and we've got the clenched fist. She's not giving up just yet. Deuce. Hi to everyone tuning in on Instagram, by the way. Wonderful that you can be with us. Remember to give us a follow on Insta at Talking Tennis TT. Okay, back to these two matches here. Eala Uchijima, deuce, 2-love for Uchijima on her serve. Meanwhile, game point for Linda Noskova. Pegula defends, Pegula defends, Pegula defends. She cannot defend that. Noskova holds for 5-4, much to the delight of her team. So when they return to the court, Pegula will be serving to stay in the match. Meanwhile, Alex Eala has a break point in Wuhan to get it back on serve in the third set. Oh, is that going to be a winner from Uchijima? I think it is. Deuce. There's a close call there. But in the end, it was an Uchijima winner. Deuce. Meanwhile, into the rally here. Eala on the backhand. Eala on the backhand again, changing direction. Backhand from Uchijima. Backhand cross court. Forehand from Eala is going to land in. What a winner that is from Alex Eala. Break point. Eala's going to have a break point. That was an excellent winner. She tried to do that shot a couple of times before. Both times she netted, but that time it came off. And she's going to have a break point to get it back on serve. If she does break back, it'll be following a similar pattern to the second set. Because Uchijima won the first set, but then she was up an early break in the second, but she couldn't consolidate. So it's a... Oh, it landed out. Boy, oh boy, that looked dead in. So it's a game point now for Uchijima. And Uchijima holds for 3-love. Wow, that looked in to me. But maybe my screen is a bit blurry. Or maybe my eyes. Pegula, 30-love, 4-5. That feels big because Uchijima holding there, something she couldn't do having got the break in the second set. So it's 30 love. Sorry, it's 3 love. Pegula, by the way, 40 love now at 4-5. She's handling the pressure pretty well right now. Bearing in mind she's always going to be behind on the scoreboard. Oh, it's a nice backhand cross-court winner there from Noskova. I think caught Pegula by surprise, 40-15. Change of ends here between Eala and Uchijima as Eala looks for a change of direction in terms of the scoreline. The momentum here with the Japanese, 3 games in a row, and she leads 3 love. Eala is going off court for a medical timeout. So, medical timeout for Alex Eala. I will bring you up to date as and when she returns to the court. Uchijima here looks like she's going to practice some serves potentially as she awaits Alex's return. Meanwhile, Noskova and Pegula are at 5-all. That's an image of the main court in Beijing, where Noskova is serving at 5-all, 15-30. And it's 15-40, so 2 break points here for Pegula on the return. It's a decent return, and that's going to go long from Noskova. Pegula breaks. When they return to the court, Jessica Pegula will be serving for the match. Meanwhile, Alex Eala is still off court. We will take a quick break. Thanks for tuning into this watch along. While there's a break in play, here's a reminder to hit the like button, subscribe, and click that notification bell. Your support helps to keep the channel going. While we're here, you can now become a member to enjoy perks, including badges for the live chat, but also bonus material, such as interviews with top players from both ATP and WTA tours. The membership link is pinned in the live chat. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. So whether it be serves or volleys, forehands or backhands, serve bots or drop shots, we've got you covered. Whether that be via our website, talking-tennis.com, where you can read features and interviews from our top writers. Or if you prefer us in audio form, you can subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Amazon or Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts from. Remember, we offer you wall-to-wall coverage via our regular watch-alongs, magazine shows such as Nick's WTA Weekly or Damien and Mario's ATP version. Plus, we deliver top content from people on the ground, actually at the tournaments, so you get even nearer to the action. So, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on all things tennis. All things tennis indeed. As you can see from that tweet on the screen, Alex Eala is currently having a medical timeout. Meanwhile, Pegula here serving for a place in the Beijing final where Amanda Anisimova lies in wait. She's just missed that backhand slice. She had 15 love, but it's now 15 all. As soon as we get an Alex Eala medical update, I will be sharing it with you as to whether she's going to resume this match or even potentially retire. Good return there from Noskova. Good depth, though, there from Pegula. Noskova on the defense. Neutral in this rally right now. Hitting balls down the center of the court. Pegula here, just being patient as she often is. And she draws the error from Noskova on the backhand side. Still no news as to Alex Eala in terms of whether she's going to be able to resume this match or not. I wonder if it's a medical, if it's a muscular injury, like she had a couple of weeks ago, or even a few weeks ago. The shoulder has been an on-off issue during this hard court period of the season. Meanwhile, Pegula, 30-15, defending here. Oh, she's going to miss that, Linda Noskova. That was a chance to get to 30 all off that short ball. She shakes her head, and it's 2 match points for Jessica Pegula. Into the rally. Good return there from Noskova. Good depth, though, there from Pegula. You imagine she'll just wait for her chance patiently. Nice forehands here. Pegula on the defense. Backhand cross court. Pegula on the defense. Defending well. Defending very well. Still defending. Still no, she can't defend that on the backhand side. 40-30. Eala, by the way, has returned to the court. And they are playing once again. Okay, she's got a serve here, though. So if she does have any muscular issues, they are going to be put to the test. Meanwhile, match point number 2 for Jessica Pegula. Serves, clips the net and goes long. Second serve here for Noskova to look at. You'd imagine she'd go for it on this second serve. Probably can't take the nerves in terms of... No, she doesn't go for it. And Pegula misses. Deuce. Meanwhile, 2 game points here for Alex Eala at 40-15. Into the rally here. Eala on the backhand side. Forehand from Uchijima. Forehand from Eala cross court. I will rejoin Pegula Noskova. Oh, Uchijima's missed. 3-1. Maybe that timeout has helped Alex. Make sure you hit that like button, by the way. Pegula's going to have another match point after that lands out. Uchijima to serve here at 3-1. Match point number 3 for Jessica Pegula. Serves into the net on the first serve. So second serve for Noskova to look at. Is she going to go big, Noskova, on this return? Oh, double fault! Oh, even Jessica Pegula might be getting a bit tight. Deuce. Drop shot from Eala there. I think it's going to work for love 15. Oh, second serve. Is it for Noskova to look at? Yes. Run around forehand for Linda. Forehand here from Pegula is going to miss, and we're going to have a break point for Linda Noskova. Linda's the one staying patient. Kind of surprised, but I tell you what, it's working out for her in this game. It is love 15, by the way. Uchijima on serve there against Eala. Good serve down the tee there from Pegula, but we're into the rally. We're at neutral right now as they exchange balls down the court. That's a lovely winner there from neutral there from Jessica Pegula. No lacking in bravery. Deuce. Uchijima winning the next point, by the way, for 15 all. Now into the rally here between Uchijima and Eala. 15 all. Eala on the forehand, goes big. Uchijima on the stretch. She can't deal with it. 15-30. That medical timeout, who knows? That might be a turning point in favour of Alex. Deuce here, Pegula Noskova. Pegula, forehand return, pretty big from her after a tame second serve. Good depth there from Noskova. Just turning the dial up a little bit in terms of this rally, but Pegula's still very much in it. Now she's being forced out wide. Now it's Noskova, a big forehand, winner. Another break point for Linda Noskova. Has Pegula, has Eala gone along there? I think she has, 30 all. Tension, tension, tension in both of these matches right now. Eala's trying to fight back in this third set. She is a breakdown, 30 all. By the way, though, Noskova, break point here at 5-6 or 6-5 for Jessica Pegula. Where are you going with this serve? You are serving into the net. That's where you're going. Break point, Alex Eala. Breaking news is that Alex Eala's a break point to get it back on serve in the third set. Meanwhile, Noskova, cross-court backhand. Cross-court again, down the middle of the court. We're neutral here, but maybe Linda's maybe just slightly more on the defense. But Pegula's missed the forehand. Pegula has missed the forehand, and we are going to a tie-break to decide who will face Amanda Anisimova in the semi-final. So many breaks of serve in this third set. So many twists and turns. Are we going to get another twist, by the way, in the Eala-Uchijima match? Eala on the attack. Uchijima defending here on the backhand side. Uchijima defending on the backhand side, but defending well. Now Eala, but we're back to neutral, arguably. Now it's a big forehand here from Uchijima, and she does win it. Deuce. Woof. Over in Beijing, tie-break time. Between Pegula and Noskova. That was a brave forehand winner. That was from Uchijima, by the way. Okay, the tiebreak has got underway, and Pegula, is she falling apart right now? Because that forehand was tame into the net. 1-0 Noskova. Uchijima serving at deuce. Where are you going to go with this serve? You are going out wide with an ace, is it? No, just missed. To the relief of Alex Eala. So a second serve here at deuce. Does feel like it could be now or never for Alex Eala. Forehand return is pretty big. Alex comes into the net. The volley's okay. Oh, but she's struggling there, but she's still in the rally. She's still in the rally. She holds on. No, she doesn't get that in play. Advantage Uchijima. I mean, it wasn't the easiest volley in the world, but I guess if you're going to come into the net like that, Alex, you've got to do better on the volley, perhaps. Meanwhile, 1-1 between Pegula and Noskova in their deciding set tiebreak. Oh, it's going to clip the net and land out. So Pegula 2-1. Meanwhile, Uchijima holds. Huge hold for Japanese player Uchijima, 4-1. Borgoi, hello. That was a huge hold. She had to save a break point, and there were some rallies there that could have gone either way. But ultimately, Uchijima holds for 4-1 and takes a decisive step to winning this match. Eala, when they return to the court, she has had a medical timeout, but she looked pretty fresh there. But is something happening here in terms of... No. 1-4. Eala will be serving when they return. Pegula has the mini break advantage against Noskova. 3-1, she leads. Hit that like button, everybody, as we enter the decisive moments of both of these matches. Forehand return from Pegula. Backhand from Pegula down the center of the court. Has that landed in? Yes, it has. Pegula very much on top in this point. Is she going to put this away? No, she misses. One of the misses of the year. At least she can smile about it. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I can't believe that Jessica Pegula has just missed that. I would have won the point from there. But she didn't. She still has a mini break advantage. Meanwhile, Eala and Uchijima are back on court. 1-4 with Eala serving. They're in the middle of a rally right now. Uchijima is arguably on top of the rally. She comes into the net, but is Eala going to pass her? Not outright, but she's got to win. She's won the point, 15-love. Meanwhile, Noskova and Pegula. Pegula sprayed the backhand wide, and we're back on serve at 3-all at the change of ends. So easily, she could have been 5-1 up at the change of ends, but instead it's 3-all. That's huge. Meanwhile, Eala, 30-love. Over in Wuhan. $40-love Alex Eala to get to 2-4 or 4-2. Second serve here for Uchijima to look at. Meanwhile, Pegula serving, comes into the net. Ooh, she just gets that volley back in play, but Noskova on the attack, but she doesn't put that away. But then Pegula, sorry, by the way, can't deal with that. And suddenly, from 3-1, it's now 4-3 Linda Noskova, and Noskova has the mini break advantage. 40-15 between Eala and Uchijima. Oh, Eala really stretching there. I think she's struggling physically right now. Well, I don't think it. I know it. 40-15, nevertheless. Is that a double fault from Linda Noskova? She's struggling, but I think it's more mental for Linda right now. 4-all. You'd favour, if it comes down to just nerves, you'd favour Pegula. But we'll see. 4-all in the deciding set tiebreak. Eala is held for 4-2, by the way. Uchijima, of course, has the break advantage, but Eala held to 15 there. So, Uchijima to serve at 4-2. That first serve from Noskova has missed by some distance. Backhand return from Pegula into the forehand of Noskova, and she's missed it. From 4-3, it's now 5-4. Back-to-back points for Pegula, and it's Noskova who is feeling the pressure. Uchijima here hitting a winner for 15 love. Backhand there from Noskova cross court. She's on the attack, but can she win the point from here? Not necessarily. Yes, she does now. 5-all. That was a big point for Linda to win. As for Eala and Uchijima, Uchijima looking comfortable on serve at 30 love. Ooh, the forehand slice from Pegula doesn't work, and we've got a match point for Linda Noskova. Well, well, well. Noskova serving 6-5, match point for a place in the Beijing final. She'll be desperate for a first serve. She gets it in. Forehand return. Forehand from Noskova. Forehand from Pegula. Oof, that just landed in from Jessica. Backhand cross court from Noskova. Backhand down the line from Pegula is sensational. 6-all. Uchijima, by the way, 40 love, 3-game points over in Wuhan. Noskova bends down in disappointment. They will change ends, 6-all. Match point came and went. Was Linda a little bit too passive in that game point? In that match point? Maybe. Uchijima here, 40 love, 3-game points. But Eala's won back-to-back points, and it's 40-30. Eala's still not giving up. She doesn't know the meaning of the expression. Again, you just feel as though now Pegula is the favorite once again. I love how they have the Chinese translation in terms of the words and how to say the names. Can Uchijima win the next point for 5-2 and an almost 1 foot in the second round of qualifying in Wuhan? Or can Eala get it to deuce? Backhand return here from Pegula. Forehand from Pegula into the forehand of Noskova. Good depth here from Jessica. Oh, but there's too long. We're going to have a second match point for Linda Noskova. This one, though, will come on the Pegula serve. Meanwhile, over in Wuhan, it's another game point for Uchijima advantage. Eala did save the first game point, but it's going to be another one here for the Japanese. Meanwhile, match point number 2 for Linda Noskova on the return. Noskova on the backhand into the backhand of Pegula. Both players here just staying patient as they hit the ball down the center of the court. Who's going to get the first chance? Oh, it's Pegula who takes the risk, but it fails. She misses. Noskova falls to her knees. She can't believe it, and nor can I. Uchijima, by the way, is held for 5-2. They will change ends. And Noskova is into the WTA Beijing 1000 final. She comes to the net to embrace, or at least shake hands with Linda Noskova and Jessica Pegula. Noskova's through. She will play Amanda Anisimova in tomorrow's final. So, that is that. Over in Wuhan, where all of our attention will now be to see who will be in the final, in the final round of qualifying with Eala and Uchijima in a third set, but Uchijima is almost there with a 5-2 lead. Players return to the court. Eala serving to stay in the match. And I'm going to have to get my charger. See if Alex can hold serve here. Okay, into the rally. Good depth there from Alex. Still in the rally. Alex comes into the net, but that volley's not going to be good enough. And nor is that one. And eventually Uchijima wins the point. 15 love, or love 15, I should say. Eala 3 points away from defeat. It'll be back-to-back 3-set losses if it does happen after she lost in the third set against Golubic in the WTA 125 just yesterday. Okay, first serve goes into the net from Eala. Second serve here, therefore, for Uchijima to look at. Forehand return. Eala on the forehand goes big, but goes wide, and it's love 30. 2 points away from victory is Uchijima right now. $15.30. Some respite here for Alex. Is she going to come back in this game? Is she going to come back in this match? Or is it a false dawn? This point is huge. Alex comes into the net. Does she put the volley away? No. Does she put this volley away? She does. In fact, it ends up being a smash. She has come to the net sometimes today with varying levels of success. Back-to-back points there, though, for Eala for 30 all. Goes down the tee, but misses that first serve, does Alex. Ooh. Boop, 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 boop. Alex serving here, 30 all. Goes down the tee, backhand return, forehand from Alex. Oh, it's going to go into the net, and we're going to have a match point for Uchijima. It's on the Eala serve. But Alex has been struggling in this third set. Of course, she had a medical timeout, and now staring down the barrel of defeat. It's 30-40. Eala to serve. Looks like she's just had to adjust something, or maybe even change her racket. What a time to just go over to her chair and back. Anyway, here she is. She takes the balls as she serves to try and stay in this match. She has to win this next point, or she is out of the Wuhan qualifying. Here she goes. Where are you going to go with this? Into the backhand, cross court, forehand. Eala goes into the net, and Uchijima seals her spot in the second round of qualifying, knocking out Alex Eala 6-4, 3-6, 6-2. I will bring you the stats from this match when they materialize. But in the meantime, the most crucial stat of all is the fact that Uchijima has won in 3 sets. As you can see, 1 ace apiece and 1 double fault apiece. Here come the stats. I will also share them with you on the screen. Hopefully that'll be clear enough for you. I'll put that out to the Twitter sphere. and then share it with you on the screen. So, Uchijima is through. Eala probably going to have a much needed break in terms of her health because she's played a lot of tennis recently. Here are those stats anyway that I promised you. Hopefully you can see this okay. Anyway, 1 ace apiece, 1 double fault apiece, as I said. 72% of her first serves landing in, Alex. That she's pretty good at landing her first serves in. Normally well over 60% and often over 70 as it is today. 59% for Uchijima. Okay. Second serve points won. Slight differential between the two. Eala winning 40%, but as is so often the case for Alex, she's rarely above 50% on the second serve unless her opponent is Greek minim. Uchijima there winning 54% on her second serve. By the way, look at that. Is that right? Alex Eala won 88 points to 87. I mean, the WTA stats can be off, and that does seem off, bearing in mind, you know, she lost the final set 6-2. But anyway, biggest difference, though, today was ruthlessness on the break points. As you can see, the break points won for Alex Eala, 3 from 10. Not great, but Uchijima was ruthless, winning 5 from 7. Okay, let's go to the Twitter sphere as well to have a quick look at some final stats out there, or final points in terms of how this match panned out. Heads Up says One Sports, that's a Philippine media outlet. Heads Up Alex, Filipino tennis ace Alex Eala exits the Wuhan qualifying round to Japanese Moyuka Uchijima. Eala will look to bounce back at the Japan Open set to take place on the 13th to the 19th of October. So the Japan Open, that is, I think, at 250, isn't it? She'll be playing that, but that is giving her a 9-day break until that event. She will need to rest up easy. Just a reminder, by the way, in terms of how this match panned out. The first set was nip and tuck, but ultimately Uchijima got a decisive break towards the end of that first set and ultimately got over the line by 6-4. The second set saw Uchijima, by the way, take an early break advantage. So she was up a set and a break. However, Eala broke back immediately and then broke again and ultimately took that second set by 6-3. Uchijima, by the way, at this stage, her forehand was misfiring big style, and Eala was there to pick up the pieces. Then in the third set, Uchijima gets an early break advantage, and at 4-1 in that third set, Eala had to have a medical timeout. She has played a lot of tennis recently across several continents, going from New York to Guadalajara to Sao Paulo, and then on to, of course, China. And she's been going deep and she's been pushed hard. None more so, for example, than in her 3 hours and 20 minutes win recently over Greek minim, before then also being pushed 3 sets again in her previous tournament at WTA 125. She then had 24 hours to turn things around before playing today's match. And ultimately that seemed to catch up with her in the third set. She did return to the court at 4-1 down, but ultimately went down by 6-2. Thank you for tuning in. And for the rest of you, you know the drill. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.